so I
You can help, okay.
hopefully keep myself from being dropped.
So
Thank
go
you
ahead.
very much.
Let's agility first. Come on, soldier. Agility
Can I
first.
stun to like add my stun?
I'm sorry?
Can I take stun damage?
Yes.
Because
oh, it's a prior. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
For safety.
Okay, so agility first. Then mechanics. Then telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy.
Okay. Oh no. That's so 24. Okay, so you are going to tumble down a little bit, and the first thing you will realize is that there is a hard floor here. The damage is not important. You will not take damage from this fall. It's not very far. It's just that you are not in a position to help with the building of this device. Okay, so you are not going. You get no successes.
Okay.
You begin to see if we get any successes for this.
Okay. 10.
10.
More than 4. That's 0. 1 success, I guess.
Yeah, 1 success. Yes, it's not a 14. So therefore, you have got 1 success on this, and it is only okay. Right? It's enough. So you will definitely have to use your telekinesis. But this is odd. Do you have any special senses? I don't think so, correct? Okay.
I do have super eyes.
Right, you do, but you are up there. You, down here, as I say, this floor that you are on is a proper floor. It's like a hive floor. Maybe you are in the hive again. Maybe the hive does extend out this far. There's a nice floor here. It's not like all these rocks. But it's dark, so you are still, trying to get your feel for this.
Yeah,
you have a light stick somewhere. Where did it go? Roll to go find it. That problem. So roll for telekinesis, both of you.
Come on. 4, 5,
16.
1 success.
1 success and
16.
so how many?
That's 2.
How many? What's your number?
6.
6. Oh, yeah, 2 successes. Perfect. So that's 3 for the telekinesis. So the way that this is going to work, at 3 levels of success, for each point rolled on the dice. So 5 plus the number rolled on the dice was
2 fourths.
2 fourths, 8. Okay, so 5 plus 8 is 13. And then, so we 39. So it is, and guess what? Haha, it's kilograms.
Oh.
So 39 kilograms. 39 kilograms can be managed with the telekinesis. That's probably about your body weight. So it's not enough for the machine. You guys are struggling with the archivist's machine, right, at this point. So, and you may actually have to adapt your plan somehow. Now remember, your characters do not speak to each other with voices. You are in constant telepathic communication. Out this far, your own voices are the loudest now. You cannot feel as connected to the big wave of all the hive as usual. But you can communicate with each other very, very easily.
Like we can use telekinetic abilities like to speak to everyone, but no Wi-Fi.
Correct, telepathy.
I want to do Wi-Fi if you have
as Hannah said.
I mean, yeah.
343990 says to you, report from up there.
I'm not going to follow this.
This is the other soldier.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I have.
Oh yes. Yes, the floor is made of floor.
Aha! And rolls a nice 25 for his agility, and therefore jumps down quite easily.
Yeah.
And is asking for a report. What's going on?
Kind of forgot.
that you have tumbled down onto this weird floor.
Yeah, I like to report like the board.
Oh, yes, yeah, okay.
The like floor is weird.
Oh, okay, so
Probably
yeah.
hive.
Yeah, oh, okay, well, that's good. So, the sense of, oh, well, we are still in the hive, it was kind of strange with that noise and everything for a little bit. Did you communicate to the rest what the noise was?
Yes, I would.
Wait, there is like animals in a hive.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Well,
no,
so-
the only one?
Yeah, well, it's obvious, 343990 is like, intruders, and all these different things get activated.
It's only us? Yeah, that's not right.
So-
Transforms. I don't know if it's like that.
Oh, it's not a
It's,
hive,
it's
but
a
it's dead.
Transformers.
It's a dead hive.
Now, I want to say that our next issue is that it will take a long time to get the archivist words down. The telepathy will probably make it, the telekinesis makes it easier, but
I was
it's going
thinking
to
like
take a while.
teleportation.
Yeah.
Question. Can we unplug her?
Mhm.
Move her?
Yes.
And then move the
Yes,
things afterwards?
yes, you can.
I don't know, 30
That's
kilogram
okay.
times 2.
Yes, but that's
Right,
absolutely.
So you get easily lifted down, for example.
Like the vehicle which is being like pushed.
Mhm.
Well, it's hard enough to survive a fall, and then we like telekinesis.
That's right.
So as long as it does not damage to like the vehicle,
Yeah.
it should we could
Yeah.
use it.
With a little, if you don't have to be careful with as careful with the vehicle because there is not a human in it, then you can get it down a lot faster. So, but for a little while, you are very unplugged. So let's see. Let's see. Your character is the largest, the drone,
I don't know.
right?
Probably.
And your character is the smallest. The soldiers and the technician are about the same size. Okay,
So
so.
wait a second, like this janitor or whatever is like like bigger than some soldier.
Mhm.
Okay.
Don't-
Well, I'm
Trash being everywhere.
Right. Well, these particular soldiers are not the kind with 2 chainsaws
Yeah.
for hands, right? So, okay.
Okay.
So now we have the next thing that happens after you get the archivist down, and now I think the soldiers are probably setting up lights and things like that to get a better idea. Yes.
Just a moment. If I'm sitting there without unplugged,
Mm-hmm.
I can as well try to figure out where I have landed.
Absolutely.
So I would like to try that.
You go right ahead. Are you going to use telagnosis, cleverness?
What would be the difference?
Cleverness would be more about.
Because I'm more interested in the here and now.
Mhm.
So I guess cleverness may be smarter.
Cleverness would give you, is using ordinary human reasoning. Telagnosis gives you knowledge that you could not otherwise get.
So if you want to know what is around, you use telegnosis. You know what?
Well, then there's telesthesia, which is just extending your senses, right?
What is
No,
that?
let me put it like this. I don't want these 2 soldiers starting firing at
Right,
nothing
right.
and maybe taking the ceiling down or
Right.
something like that.
Telagnosis, telagnosis
something.
will give you the context.
So I can explain to them,
Mhm.
calm down.
Mhm.
Or
Or
the
yeah,
opposite.
right.
Yeah, great, no.
Oh no, okay. Not even with the +1? Remember, +1?
No,
Okay.
this is a 2.
Oh, yes. Well, that means you get a 4, but no, not this time. Okay, so that's that roll you wanted.
Mhm.
So now we have the next things that begin. First of all, you are trying to get your bearings, but I will say this is actually kind of strange. You are getting impressions that are really genuinely making no sense at all to you. You are getting certain histories and things like that, and awareness. Well, this place did this, and it's like that's impossible. And so things like that, and you are not able to articulate them at this point. whereas the soldiers now are aware that the noises, there are more of these creatures and they are moving closer and closer. There are openings into this area and there is some kind of a structure in this area that you have now realized. It is like a big flat room and it's hard to see its precise proportions. You have not really had time to go and look at everything. And you have been distracted by this very strange angular structure which is sitting right in the middle. And it's quite big. It looks like it could even have a room inside it. And has angles and things you have never seen before. Clearly a mechanical device of some kind. But it's pretty big. I mean, you could walk up on it and maybe even hit it. But somehow. And it's not at all clear to you just what it does. So that's kind of distracting you at the moment, as the soldier's like, what the hell is that? And but you are also aware that there are creatures beginning to come closer and closer. So what now? You have become now aware of this strange device as well. Sure.
Yes, whatever the 805211. Go and check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check.
So you're going to start messing with this, and so this is a cleverness roll for you.
Oh, is it the computer or mechanic?
Well, no, you have to find the computer and the mechanics on it to make it work first. But first is what the hell I'm even looking
Do I get any bonus with my eyes?
At this point, yes, because you can expand the magnification and decrease it to try to examine how this thing is put together.
Cleverness, I have to make 5.
9.
But I have a bonus, you say.
Oh, it's correct. No, 4. Yes, because it's in your favor. Correct.
Yes.
4, which means you succeed.
But I don't have it as a prior.
Oh, damn. So no, you needed a 3.
Okay, I didn't select any prior. I don't get it. Okay.
Wait, say that again?
I didn't get any prior before.
You didn't pick a prior
No.
before?
I have to pick one.
Right. Well, you can make it cleverness if you want to. So
Makes
now
sense.
you succeed.
I
I just got la la la. It works fine for me.
Sorry, I often do that when I create back.
Right. Yeah. It's actually tried and true in some ways. I kind of approve of it. So you end up with this awareness that this is a vehicle that can operate in extraordinary environments. It can, first of all, it is a flying vehicle. It can, but how would that work? We are underground, but it can actually lift off. And also its shielding and its structure are such that it could potentially, it seems overbuilt for just going through the air. Your ideas on what that would mean are not well developed enough to be able to say what that would mean, but it's clearly you were like, why is it so shielded? Why is it so, you know?
Can I try a mechanics?
Now you are saying, well, now that I have an idea of what this thing might do, right?
Do I get a bonus with my eyes again?
Sure. Well, let's see. Why not?
I mean, in any case it works actually, but
The prior would work, yeah.
Yeah.
1 times.
Oh, it's actually I have is it mechanics? I have it as focus.
Okay, so you're good.
So
Okay.
yeah, I just
Okay.
one success.
So you are able to get the door open,
Yeah.
right? And the smell of ancient death. So it's not decay, but the smell of long, dusty, dry bodies emerges from here. Yeah. So it's that it's just wafts out at you. Okay. Now, it is at that moment when something very strange happens. Mentally, everything suddenly becomes extremely quiet for you. Extremely quiet. And every one of you can sense 4 of you can sense each other's minds only.
The other soldier is not.
The other soldier is not involved. And that nice, comforting hum that you can always let your minds drift into to think other things and feel other things and connect whatever it is you are to whatever they are, is gone. So you are alone with your thoughts and the contact with 3 others, and that is it.
Kind of when like someone starts getting uncomfortable or like anxious, the other reads that input and also starts reading.
Yeah, every one of you.
Because we used to like read it's
and all of a sudden panic.
because we're used to like reading others' emotions and stuff. Like we read the others' emotion, which get them anxious. Who maybe we originate emotion, which the emotion it adds and like.
Oh, I think that's absolutely understandable that each one of you might even make a vocal noise you have never made before, involuntarily. Some of you might make a noise.
And then somebody reads and like
yeah. So it's this this sudden shocking escalation among you telepathically. In fact, I would suggest that each of you try a willpower roll.
Wow! I succeeded!
He did.
Yes! So what's the
It's possible! Oh.
Okay. So
Oh.
you did 1 times 1 is 1, and you need to get it 2 or less.
2 or.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
yeah, under.
Strictly less than 3.
Yeah, because it's nothing.
right.
Yeah.
I get 15.
Right. So the 2 of you are panicking.
No.
Oh, you made it?
I have willpower as a focus.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you are panicking, but the 3 of you actually lock down and say, okay, loop. You've all been trained, of course, to recognize a loop, right? And then you're like, okay, loop, stop the loop. And you do, but it's very apparent now. You've mastered your instant response. And you can still feel 249800, thank you, suffering. So is anybody going to try to help him?
Soldier, drop the whatever is this emotion you are having. I don't know. Yeah, I can try to like. Is it a role thing?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No.
Well, that's just like.
You're just letting him know that
Keep it,
there's,
you know.
you're in a loop, stop. Right? So you can, that's okay.
Yeah, like
That
takes
works.
like takes the input like sounds panic, but like more reconsider.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's still bad. Okay, it's
Bad,
bad.
but stable.
Right, yeah. And it's not escalating anymore. They were able to
It's
stop
like stuck, but kind of shaking instead of like flying.
Exactly. No, I see it. So you can see him, you see the soldier just standing, like you say, and shaking. So that's pretty cool. At that point, 343990, shouts mentally, but you cannot hear it. And has gone into the gun, right? Pops out this blaster nozzle, comes out here, and has adopted, a high defense posture, and is pointing it at you. And you know what you are looking at. Somebody realized that they're surrounded by intruders into the hive, and is going to defend the hive. And if they are alone, they will pay with their body to bring down as many as possible.